Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and here's some interesting news. Johnny Depp. Yep, Johnny Depp looks like he's coming back. Now, we know he came back in that French movie, King, whatever it was, I can't remember. It's probably in this article that we'll look at. But he's coming back with a director he's worked with before, Terry Gilliam, and he's going to be playing Satan. Yep, now I know all the crazies for Amber Heard will be going, yeah, of course he's playing Satan, because he is Satan. You know, all of three of them that are out there, all the Amber stans. But we'll have a look at this as an interesting cast as well for what this is. So let's have a look at this article. And it says, Johnny Depp is returning with Terry Gilliam for a new movie that also stars Jeff Bridges, Adam Driver, and Jason Momoa. In a French interview with the French publication Premiere, Gilliam, who previously directed Depp in 98's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and 09's The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, said the film will be a comedy titled The Carnival at the End of Days. Gilliam told Premiere that Bridges will play God opposite Depp, who's playing Satan in somewhat of a role reversal scenario. In the film, God decides to destroy humanity, and the only one trying to save us is Satan, because he needs people in hell. Otherwise, he won't have a job for eternity, Gilliam told Premiere, laughing. Gilliam, who was the sole US member of the legendary Monty Python British comedy troupe, told the publication that he's targeting January 2025 to begin production. So that's the first part of this, talking about what the movie is, which sounds quite interesting. You know, God wants to wipe people out and Satan is the one that goes, no, you can't do that. That is quite the interest. Now, I didn't realize that this was a comedy. I only saw a brief bit about them talking about Johnny Depp going to be playing Satan for this role, and I knew the name of the movie. I didn't know it was a comedy. I suppose if it kind of goes with the type of humor that he did with the likes of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, you can expect some backcrap crazy, twisted, you might need to be on acid to watch this type of thing. But it's definitely interesting. So it says Gilliam promises to offend with Carnival of the End of Days. So here we go. Terry Gilliam didn't reveal what roles Adam Driver or Jason Momoa would play in the Carnival at the End of Days, but delved a bit more into what he had planned for Jeff Bridges. I bet you anything, either Driver or Momoa will probably end up playing Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. I guarantee you one of them will end up playing that. So he said anyway, in the film, God is nature, but a nature that can speak to you. Bridges told Premiere, I'm going to need animation to bring it to life, because in the scene with God, there are at least 15 animals and it's going to be complicated because it has to be realistic and it's going to be very expensive. What will happen? Telling Premiere that the story will be a good scenario, he added with a laugh, it will be very funny for those who like to be offended. That's an interesting statement. So it says Johnny Depp's previous reunion with Gilliam was bittersweet considering the circumstances. In 2009, Depp, Colin Farrell and Jude Law were brought aboard to finish Heath Ledger's partially filmed role of Tony in the fantasy adventure comedy The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus after The Dark Knight Stars' tragic death in 2008. So we know all that. So it doesn't really say much more actually about this film. It kind of just goes over the projects they've all kind of worked on and stuff. But it definitely sounds like one hell of an interesting twist. God wants to wipe people out. Satan wants to keep people around. But not because he likes having people. It's the idea of, now I need employment, and if you kill people, I won't have anyone to be constantly sent down here for eternity. Which is interesting, and the fact that they're like, oh yeah, it's going to offend you. Now, because it's God and Satan and stuff, I want them to take the piss out of everybody. Like, don't just go after Christianity stuff. Go after everything. Just say, fuck it, and go balls to the wall. You know? this thing could end up being another thing like Dogma or something where you're like, wow, this is crazy. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see a take on Johnny Depp as Satan trying to save humanity. Even just hearing that, you're like, this is wild. But I'm definitely curious to see what comes of this. And it sounds like they must have a script ready to go. For one, they have these people, by the looks of it, signed on. And two, if he was planning to shoot it in January, it's only, 4 little months away? So, 3 months actually away now. So, it's going to be ready to go. It would have to be if it's going that quick, which means they have to have a script. So, we'll see what else comes of this. It sounds interesting. Look forward to seeing that trailer. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.